Hello, welcome to GPJ for Batman Begins. Today I'll be answering question 4. Is there a deeper relationship between Lucius and the butler? Is it Alfred the butler? It's Alfred the butler. Michael Caine. So it's God and Michael Caine. There is no real answer to this. I did lots of research for this one because it was one of those things that you kind of have this story of a relationship between people like I've forgotten who plays Hook, but oh god, I've forgotten who plays Smee. And is it Bob Hoskins? Bob Hoskins and whoever plays Hook. I'm sorry if I can't remember the name. Basically, they had this horrible. Well, they had a really good relationship backstory related to the relationship. They were playing it as a like really over the top a gay couple, and it shows, and it's funny, it's hysterical if you really look at it. And apparently the producers or directors or whoever made Hook didn't like it at all. But what are you gonna do? But it's just that there seems to be something in the background of Lucius and Alfred, and it's just the way that they talk and stuff. My research has actually come up with some good stuff. So it was really hard, but it ended up being some fan fiction in the very end that did it. But yes, although not explained in the actual movie or any of the movies, Michael Caine has explained in an interview that there may have been a more intimate relationship in the past, but they had to end it when Bruce came back because they would have been discovered, and they're kind of having a lover's spat because one of them doesn't want to end it, but the other one does, because he has to devote his life to Bruce Wayne now, and that is Alfred. Alfred's the bitchy one who doesn't want to have the relationship anymore with Lucius, and Lucius is the one that wants to have the relationship and like kind of tries to keep Bruce in his life as much as possible. And it's crazy that this is a thing. This is not something that was just made up in fan fiction. This is part of an interview with Michael Caine. You know, this is a thing. I'm really pleased that I noticed this. I noticed this after I found a fan question about it, but I'm really pleased that there's actual evidence about this. It's great. It's a great backstory as well. Bruce comes along. He would have exposed the relationship between Michael Caine and Morgan Freeman, and it would have been like disastrous because Bruce is this whole big thing. He's the main character of the story. These guys are just the big guys, and we can't really focus on that, and that's good. They might even get back together in some of the movies. I don't know. I haven't seen the third one, so it's all what you can piece together in your head. In the second one, there isn't really a scene between them, but you get this feeling that there could have been, and it's just. Let's just put all of our stuff aside for a second. But how great a couple would have Michael Caine, Alfred, and Lucius Fox, I think his name is in the character's name, or God, or Morgan Freeman. How great a couple would that have been? There's such a great backstory that they could have had, and it's really clever. This is why I like fan fiction. Normally, lots of people just dismiss fan fiction. It's really clever that they extend the storyline so much. What I don't like about fan fiction, this is the only thing that I don't like about fan fiction, is that it hardly ever gets put into canon. Like there's tons of Star Wars fan fiction that would be beautifully written into the Star Wars universe, but it's not really real. You know, it will remain fiction. It could have been a great offshoot into the Star Wars canon. Star Trek has the same thing. I joined Star Trek Online. When I was playing Star Trek Online, there was a storyline that went with the movies, and it explained so much stuff, and it was really good. It kind of has gone slightly backwards just recently, but it's really good, and it's clever, it's funny, interesting, and like, it can't ever be canon because it needs to be in a movie to be canon for Star Trek. And I like that about the fan fiction. There's the answer to that. Yes, but make it up yourself. Make up your own story of what they're doing, because there's nothing official about it. I don't even want to go online. I'm just looking for the offensive question. Okay, so vlog-wise, nothing really new to do. I've failed in my task to do something for the ball, and that's bummed me out slightly. It's just something simple as that. I was going to put a game up for B asked me to do a visual game, and I just haven't had the time to put it all together yet. I've done the research for it, but I haven't actually been able to, you know, create an actual visual Mensa kind of semi-Mensa game thing, and that's bummed me out slightly. There's still time, but I don't know when I'm going to be able to do that. So, you know. Sorry, no, I nearly read that, and I can tell already that that's going to be shit. So here we go. Here we go. The offensive. It is a joke. A joke question thing, and this one is anonymous again, and I can see why, because I have read it. What's black on top and white on the bottom? Rape. I think I've done that one already, actually. But, you know what? I'm going to start to just black out the ones that I've done. Okay, here's another one. My girlfriend told me I was a paedophile. I said, that's a pretty big word for a 7-year-old. I think I'm going to just go. This is this whole big thing.